Give them a round of applause. I'm not even sure why they invited me down. These guys are doing an amazing job. And I was just back there kicking on Mark, and I was like, boy, she's really doing an amazing job. He was like, you know, that's what husbands do. They like.
Which Mark?
He was probably giving me the high side earlier. You know, we're in a business that is really at a unique period of time. It's a fun business, first of all. Have you had a good time tonight, first of all? How did you like those cakes? What about the testimony? Well, the testimony is amazing. I mean, think about it this way. Think about everybody else that we know that's not here tonight. How many of you wish you could have had another 5 or 10 people here tonight? Show of hands. That's the difference between what? Rising Star, Regional, any one of those BMW. How many people here want to have a BMW next time I come down? Okay. And we even got 2 ladies so bad with themselves, they ain't even picked it out.
It's going to be closing in 30 minutes.
30 minutes, so that tells us we got to make this thing quick, right? I want to talk about 3 specific things tonight in closing. One, I want to talk to you a little bit about a process, first of all. In other words, I think the expression is we're thick as fudge. We're tight as fudge. We stick together like fudge. Okay, I got to take that back down 20. We stick together like fudge. And one of the hardest things about this business is when you first get in. The hardest part is right now, the heavy lifting. The heavy lifting is right now because you don't know what you don't know. You're building your business on excitement, not knowledge. You're building it on excitement. You're excited. You've been on the scale. You're losing some weight. The shake's good. You got your first check. You got your buy card. You're jacked out of your mind. And so what we want to do, though, for this group to go 2 or 3 times, you see, first of all, everybody knows about Alabama now. You know that, right? In other words, that's right. Give you a little love. Yeah. The other night we were walking the dog. We're walking Tao, the most famous dog of all times, who is Nick and Ashley's dog. So we're walking the dog around Palm Island, and you know he's telling me who lives here and who lives there. Tao is over here digging in the bushes somewhere. Come on, Tao. Come on, Tao. And we're talking about as we go through it a little bit about where we're going as a company. We're talking about my organization, where we're going, and I was telling them that I was coming down here. He was like, man, they're on fire. They're absolutely on fire. What I want you to know is that the leaders of the company know who's doing what. In other words, these are very unique individuals, first of all. Nick Cernicola, of course, some of you don't know, but see, I've known Nick, who's the founder of Visalis, along with the other 2, obviously. But I've known Nick and Blake since they've been 19. They're 32 now. I was very fortunate to see them when they were really, really young. They have a hunger and a desire. They're just like sons to me because they've grown up now and they're committed to take this organization, this company, to be the first company in direct sales in North America to go to $1 billion. Let's give a big woo-hoo for that. We're about a $350 million company. That's a big number. And we're planning on doubling that, and we're going to need the rocking team like Alabama. We're going to need this team to what, double and triple and quadruple. You know, this time next year, we're going to need 150 BMWs out there. Who's in for 150? That's what I'm talking about, 150. Now, we're a little embarrassed now. I can go back and kind of talk about this. Saturday, we're going to have our world's largest resolution party Saturday, but what I can tell you is this, is we're going to go back and we're going to have to put some pressure on Atlanta because you guys are really creating some havoc around here, and everybody is talking about what's going on in Alabama. The reason it's going on here is that, first of all, it's fun. Is that a true statement? It's fun. In other words, this business, if you're not doing this business right, you're not going to have any fun. Because this is a tough business when you're not having any fun. It's very tough because we all know that there are a lot of haters. Any of you run across any haters that you talk to? Oh, you have too? Oh, you mean I got haters in Alabama?
They don't all stick together like fudge.
No, they don't all stick together like fudge.
Roughly formed.
The beauty of it is that we've got each other. And the beauty of what I want to talk to you about tonight is how important it is for us to stick together. How important it is for us to have success. How important it is for you to help each and every one of you. How important it is to use your leaders as part of you when you're doing that heavy lifting. You just got in, what, about 48 hours ago?
Yes, sir.
All right, give him some love for being here. He drove what? Her and his wife drove down what? How many hours?
Hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and 50 minutes. That tells me he's what? Committed. So what we have to do is we have to put some kind of incubator around him to make sure that he has some success. Anybody that's going to do that, that means to me that they want this. They want this. So our job is to try to what? Help them. So now, have you got a sheet of paper? I need a clean sheet of paper. Turn it over. Give me a whole sheet of paper. All right, just like this. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to give me some of you artists, I want you to give me your biggest diamond on this sheet of paper. What? A diamond. Now, y'all remember what a diamond looks like, right? It looks like what? This. Are we with me? All right. So, on this diamond, now, how many of you have ever played baseball? How many of you have ever played baseball? Everybody knows the game of baseball, right? So at the very bottom of the diamond, we're going to make that home plate. Let's put an H and a little home plate right there, okay? And then we're going to put first base, and we're going to put what? Third base, okay? Everybody with us? Okay. So the real goal is to make sure that we integrate everybody in this process. And we're going to talk to you a little bit about all of our processes. So the first thing, when we're talking to someone, we're going to introduce them to the challenge. How are we going to do this? I'm going to give you a little script, and I want you to write it down for me. Hey, I just found out about the 90-day challenge. Write it down, quickly, because you don't turn the lights on us, right? That's crazy. That's crazy. They know we're doing business down here. That guy who's vacuuming, you know, he needs to get in here and get a shake, trying to get him a BMW instead of vacuum cleaner, right? Okay, I just found out about the 90-day challenge, and I thought about you. I just found out about the 90-day challenge, and I thought about you. So I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to say, Derek, I just found about the 90-day challenge, and I thought about you. Derek's going to say, what's the 90-day challenge? Hey, go to this website. What? Go to this what? Website. Go to this what? Website. Now, just like Marissa said, if you don't have your website, which you need your website because you're in the business, right? You need your own personal website. If not, you're going to go to ViSalus.com, but you want them to go to what? Whatever your website is. Now, guess what? I got to run, but I'm going to call you back here shortly. What did I say? I got to what? Run, but I'm going to call you back what? Shortly. So, let's hear what it says again. So, Derek, I just found out about the 90-day challenge. Guess what? And I thought about who? You. Hey, go to this website, because everybody's on the internet now. Am I right or am I right? Okay? Everybody's on that. And hey, I got to run, but I'm going to call you back later, okay? Now, suppose he says, what is it? What are you going to say? If Derek says, what is it? You're going to say, hold on, Derek. I got somebody on another line. Hold on, Derek. I got what? Somebody on another line. Derek, that's my mom. That's my sister. That's my brother. That's somebody that's important to you. Your daughter. Somebody that's important. I can't talk now. Guess what, Derek? Go to the what? Website. I'll call you what? Later. So, that's how we're going to get them on, okay? Go to the website. I'll call you what? Later. Okay, it's later. Ring, ring. Hey, Derek, what did you like about the website? What did you what? What did you like about the what?
Website.
Not what did you think, but what did you what? Like. So Derek, you went to the website. Give me something you like. Just tell me something you like. You went to the website. What did you like? When you went to the first website, what did you like?
I like the message, display message when you hit play.
Yeah.
And you got all the testimonies from people who.
You like the testimonies. Derek, I knew you were going to say that. Suppose Derek said, I like the fact that you get a black BMW. I knew you were going to say that. Suppose he said, guess what? I like the idea you can lose weight. I knew you were going to say that. Write it down. Write it down. Whatever he says, we're going to say what? I knew you were going to what? Say that. I knew you were going to say that. Now, suppose Derek is like a lot of these haters.
20 minutes, the Jacksonville Community Center be closed.
We got it, we got it. I'm speeding it up. I knew you were going to say that. Suppose I said, what did you like? And Derek said, nothing.
I knew you were going to say that.
No, you're going to say, yeah, but I know it was something on there you liked. Write that down. Yeah, but I know there was what? Something there you liked. Come on, Derek, what was it? There was at least one thing. Derek going to say, well, you know, it was, I like the idea that you get your product for free. Derek, I knew you were going to say that. Derek, I knew you were going to say that. Okay, now, when Derek tells us what he likes, and we say, I knew you were going to say that, Derek is on first base. Circle first base. Are you with me? Are you with me? Guess what? At this stage of the game, we got to move Derek from first to what?
Second.
Second base. Second base is a very important base. So on the right there between second and first, right there in that little narrow space, write the word edify. E-D-I-F-Y. Edify. 1, 2, 3, 4. Under the word edify. Edify means to what? Build up. Build up. We're going to edify one of your leaders. You want one of your leaders in the deal because this is the time you're doing the what? Heavy lifting. You're going to edify one of your leaders. And you're going to edify one of your leaders based on 4 ways. I'm working with Marissa and she is helping me out. She helped. Number 1, write down what? Help. She's a what? Helper. She's helping me. I'm working with Marissa and she is a lot of fun to be with. I'm working with Marissa and she knows all of the what? Facts. I'm working with Marissa and guess what? She's making what? Money. Because we realize that people break down into those what? 4 categories. And they're going to attach to the one. So if they're the kind of people that like to help people, they're going to be what? Inspired by that. If they're the kind of people that want to make money, they're going to be inspired by that. If they're the kind of people who like to know all the information, they're going to be what? Inspired by that. And I'm going to what? Edify Marissa. I've been working with Marissa. She's been helping me out. As a matter of fact, she's helped me become a what? Rising star. She's somebody that is doing an incredible job down here in the what? Jacksonville, Piedmont, Albertville. I'm working on them. I'm working on them. Anniston, yeah, Oxford. Where's the place that we took the wrong exit? Heflin, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're working. Okay, so at this stage of the game, what you want to do is we want to make sure that we have edified this person properly. We want to put this new person on the phone with who? Our upline leader. Once we do that, they're on what base? Second base. At second base, right on top of second base, write down 3-way call. 3-way call. In other words, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a what? 3-way call with our leader. That's what second base is. Okay? Now, draw a line between home plate and second base. What does that do to the diamond? It breaks it in half. Okay. On the right-hand side, write the word in. And on the left-hand side, write the word out. Once you have done that, you're brand new, Derek. Your job is over. Your job is over. You have now what? Got them to first, moved them to second. You are in the presentation. Now you're going to what? Step back because you're going to 3-way them in to who? Marissa. And Marissa is going to what? Help you bring them what? Home. Okay. Now, from second to third, in that little space right there at the top left of your page, write down third party. Third party. Marissa is the what? Third party in this equation. See, our job is to help you till you get good at this, and once you get good at this, guess what? Then you get in the game, and you become what? The expert yourself, okay? So, the third party is going to now invite your new person to what? An event. Our business is built on, what did she say? Events. It might be a what? Challenge party. So over at number 3, on the third base, let's put down 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What could she invite somebody to? 1, what would it be? Challenge party. Put that down. Number 2, what else could she invite somebody to?
3 for free party.
3 for free party. What else?
Regional.
A regional event. What else? Local success training. What else? A national. What else? A one-on-one. She might want to meet them what? In person on a one-on-one or a two-on-one. Once she does that, they're on what base? Third base. Everybody with me? The hardest thing is to leave somebody at third and not score. So now, the person that she invites them to, let's say she invites them to what? The challenge party or the local success training like she is tonight. Guess what my job is if I'm hosting that event? My job is to what? Spend some time with him, right? My job is to let him know I'm going to be there to support him in addition to Marissa, right? My job is going to help this person to what? Get in the game and go all the way to what? The last, which is home plate. So, right down between third and home, write the word fear of loss. Fear of loss. See, people are motivated by what they will lose more than by what they are gaining. Is that true?
Yes.
So, what is our fear and loss in our business? What is our fear and loss when you first get into business? What is the first fear and loss we have in our business? Huh? The what?
God.
The who?
God.
Failure. All right. Let me say it better. I didn't say it well enough. When we get in your business, we tell you you have to do something in your first what? 30 days. And what is that? Become rising star. And if you don't become a rising star, what happens? You don't get into what? The enroller's pool. So our fear of loss, the first fear of loss you hear when you come in our business is, if you don't become a rising star, you're not going to what? You're not going to become one of the people in the enroller's pool. And that's going to cost you what? $100 a month from when? $100 a week from when? Now on. So the first thing we're going to do is going to tell them what you need to do is you need to what? Make your lists. You need to what? Start calling everybody. You need to what? Not make any judgments on anybody. You need to get some people in there because we want you to be a what? Rising star. And if you become a rising star, what happens? Without becoming a rising star, you're going to miss the chance to build a story. See, the reason you guys have so much success here is you've built a story around these guys. You've built an amazing story around. What's the story you built? They became what? Rising star. Then they've got what? 3 people that became rising star. Then they've got what? 6 people that became rising star. And what happens when you get 6 people that get a rising star? You become what? A beamer. That's where stars and cars comes from. In other words, what happens is, if you have 6 people become a rising star, you get a what? Beamer. If you help another what? 3 more, then guess what? You move up to the rank of what?
National.
If you move 3 more, you move up to the position of what?
Presidential.
And if you help 12 people, what do you get? Some hardware. Who's interested in wearing one of these?
Woo! How many are we going for?
We're going for 10 in this area. How many? 10. Who's the first 10? Show of hands, stand up. First hands, stand up.
Wow.
Well, I know I'm from Georgia, but I can count better than that. I know. They say I don't know. They say Georgia and Alabama's are bad at math, and I can see why now. Here's what I want you to know. Our business is built around, it's time sensitive. That's the point I want you to get. It's built around getting things done now. The reason Alabama is on the map, everybody's talking about, it's on everybody's lips. What are they doing? What are they doing? You know what they're doing? They're following that system. They're getting people in front of the information. They're edifying their leaders. Their leaders are helping them. Their leaders are helping them have success. And as a result, they're moving up. You cannot build this business without you helping someone. We look for three things. We look for one, a work ethic. If you don't have a work ethic, this is the wrong team to be on. Am I right? Because they're going to bug the crap out of you. Am I right? They're going to call you all time of night and day. Holidays, it's birthdays, it doesn't matter. They're going to want you because you know what? They're committed to your success more than you are. They see it. They get it. Until you build your belief system, you got to believe in theirs. You got to believe in theirs. Till you get your BMW, you're not going to know how it feels. I just asked him, how's that BMW feel? What did you tell me?
Same way it felt the first time I started.
And you was jacked out of your mind.
The community center will be closing in 10 minutes. We will be closing in 10 minutes. Thank you.
What were we going to say?
I knew you.
I knew you were going to say that. All right. So, the beauty of where we are right now is that we have some momentum. We have a story. You have some leaders. You have some people who have the cars. You don't have to be talking about one day we're going to have some people here in Alabama that are going to have a BMW. No, one day we're going to have 150 of these mullets all the way out of here. They're going to say, what is going on out here? They're going to say, this is crazy. We have that opportunity right now. Nick Sarnicola told me, he said, without a shadow of a doubt, we will double the size of the company. I can tell you now, you want to make sure you're going to be at your next position. If you're right now director, you want to come back with a regional director when Mike Craig comes here. Mike Craig is my sponsor. Mike Craig is a 5-star ambassador. Mike Craig has 1/3 of the company under him. Hello? I don't think you heard me. He has how many? 1/3 of the company under him.
Tell them how much money he makes.
I don't even want to tell you. It might make you run through this plate glass window.
Tell us.
He makes about 125 grand a month. He ain't going to tell y'all that. That's why he got a beautiful lifestyle. We were hanging out with him New Year Eve, and he was just in perfect. Him and LaVon was like they had just met. It was crazy. Matter of fact, I was saying, dude, y'all keep on, y'all have another kid or something. They was all over each other like they never met. It was crazy. I think it was that blue pill stuff. Because I know one thing. When you lose weight, you just seem to get more carbonated. That's all I know. That's all I know. I can tell you this, though. We're deadly serious about having fun. We're deadly serious about you being in the next position. We want to see you as regional director. Put out your goals. Get back with your leaders tonight. Let them know where you're going to be when Mike Craig comes here. Let him know. So we're going to have him ready for you so he can forward those goals to me. I'm going to forward them to Mike. So when Mike comes in here, he's going to be looking and checking the list just like Santa Claus twice to see if you're there. But the only way you can build your business is that you need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people here to see one of the guys. And here's what I want you to understand. Mike Craig is the guy in this company. Let me say that one more time. Mike Craig is the guy in this company. Understand, when Nick Sarnicola went to the board, and Nick Sarnicola said, you know what, I want to go out in the field because I think we have a model. We've looked at it. We've tested it over the last 6 months. It's different. It's unique. It's not like anything anybody else is doing. And we are getting great results. The 3 for free, the meal replacement, the 90-day challenge, the BMW program down at the bottom. We have come up with the bullet. We have come up with the magic. Here's what happened. The board of directors from Blythe said, you can go in the field, Nick Sarnicola. We realize that you can step away from your position of founder and chief marketing officer, but under one condition, sir. That condition is no, you cannot come out and be on top of everybody else that's in the company. You have to start all over, brand new, with nobody. How many people would have said yes to that deal? I don't think anybody. You know how I know? 2 years ago, December, he came to Atlanta and sat down with me. Me being a father figure, a mentor to him. Guess what? I tried to talk him out of it for 3 days. If I had been successful, none of us would even know each other now. Thank God he didn't listen to me. Thank God he didn't listen to me. But here's what he told me. He said, I'm telling you it will work, and I'm willing to risk everything I got to prove that it will work. And I said, and he said, and I want you. I was like, oh, Lord, come on, you'll screw up my life now, too? You're getting ready to screw up Ashley's life. I can tell that already. The only person that believed in him to start this was Mike Craig. You see, if it didn't work, he still was going to be a founder of ourselves. He still had a job waiting for him. Mike Craig had a brand new little baby girl, Haley, and a wife who thought he was insane. I don't think you heard me. His wife thought he was what? Insane. And he convinced Mike, who believed in him, who believed in the data, who believed in he could change this world that we live, that give all of us the dream of a lifetime to live a life of what? Free time, travel, and fun. They believed in it when nobody was there, when there was not one black jacket out here. They believed in this system, and Mike Craig said yes, and he and Mike Craig started those two. That's the man you're going to have here a month from now. You want to have him here because he had more faith than Nick Cole, because he didn't have nothing to go back but to a mad A wife if it didn't work. Am I right? A total. And that's when I saw him the other night. And they were all over each other mad, because you know what? Life is good for them now. No risk, no reward. So I would just tell you, make up your mind, get ready for your 90-day challenge. Make sure you got the people here at Mike Craig. Commit to your leaders. This is going to be a special place right here, folks. Look around now. Everybody's not going to make it. Everybody's not going to make it. But you know what? Some of you are. Some of you are going to be like Mike Craig, who took that risk, who got in there and started rowing. We don't know where he was going, but guess what? Nick said what? Row. And the two of them started rowing, and look what they've done. They've gone from $600,000 in sales, January of 2010, to where we are today at $35 million.
Wow.
That's the kind of power you're going to have here. How many of you want to raise your horsepower? Show of hands. How many people are in for this fight? I'm asking all of you to join us, because if you stay in this game for 1,000 days, how many days? 1,000. You'll never have to worry about money again, just like those guys. Never. Never. You'll be doing what he's doing. Flying around in a private jet, buying an extra home in Costa Rica, money out of... What would you do with $150,000 every month? Every month.
I'd like to know.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be... Let's make your why. Sometimes you got to make your motivators the things you don't want to do anymore. So all I'm asking you to do is join in with our leaders. Join in with LaBrisca, Marissa, and Delisa, and me, and what we're planning on doing is we're going to do the heavy lifting for you. It will be your time at some point in time to do the heavy lifting with your new person. All we're asking you to do is give back the same thing we want. We want a work ethic. Second thing, we want a skill set. These ladies have a skill set. We need more men to what? Step up. These women are running things. We need more men to what? Step up. Because some men won't get in it just because they see it all women. But once you get all these BMWs, get your money straight, they'll still come. And the last thing we need is we need you to have a great servant heart. It's got to be about your people, not you. It's got to be about you helping somebody become a rising star, getting a BMW, go to national, go to president, and get to ambassador and give them one of these jackets. We're trying to change the world, but we need each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done so far. I look forward to your greatness. I'll see you next month. God bless you.